In this video, we will create the smart contract. So let's create a new file. It will be, I want to create the simple ERC20 token. So it can be the first token in Ethereum-based blockchains, which you will create. So usually the name of contract should be some name.sol, because it is Solidity. You can go to the Solidity website if you want. Solidity. This is programming language. You can learn it. So yeah, you should understand what is it and how it works. This is the Hello World contract. And also we can find here the simple ERC20 contract. Here it's already compiled, but we want to compile with our code. But just copy this ERC20 token from the website and paste to our code. As you see, by default it's not colorful and difficult to understand. This is why we can add the plugin. Okay. And we can find the Solidity extension here and install it. Wait while it's installing. This extension just help you to understand the code. And now, as you see, our code becomes beautiful. So the basic ERC20 token has some parameter like decimals. It's how many symbols after dot will be. The symbol, let it be ERC, and the name. So we can create anything here, anything you want. For example, USDT. And what also we have here, the basic methods is the transfer, which transfer balances from one to another. Transfer from, mostly the same. Balance of, to check balance of the of any address. And how it works. So here we have the mapping of address and how much balances on this. So how much it is just a number in the type in 256. So it's just mapping which address, how much it have on this balance, and these methods like get this number from this mapping, and transfer it just move amount from one account to another account, and that's it. Also, when transfer finished, it emits the event, which is described here. Okay, so if you want to learn more about the Solidity, you can go to the Solidity website and find other Solidity courses. Oh, let's call it USD. Okay, let it be my token mtoken contract. You can set any name here. To compile the contract, we import the path, fs, and solc. Solc, this is a library to compile Solidity compile. So first, let's make the correct path to the contract file. Get it by read file sync. So now we have the just text of the file. Also create the object, which we set the Solidity language, sources. Right now we have only one contract, So the name and the source passing here, and also extra settings, and send this input, stringify this input, and send to the sol compile function. Let's start. And we receive a lot of data here. Not understandable at all. So let's save this data firstly to variable and try to save this data to the file first. Okay, we have compile.json here. As you see, we have the contracts and ERC20 sol contract. Let's save only this contract. So the data will be JSON parse res, and then JSON stringify, because we can save only string, data contracts, and we have ERC20 sol here. Let's check. This is our contract. This is compile.json. So we have the format document. Yeah. Okay. Now it's more understandable. So we have the name of our contract and then ABI. And then EVM. This should be the bytecode of the contract. So I add these settings as a configurator to get correctly output, and also I want to have only mtkn, our token. Let's compile. Yeah. So as you can see, we have the ABI object here and the EVM bytecode object. So what is it? The bytecode, actually the code which we will deploy to the blockchain, and then it will works. The ABI object help us to understand which methods and events this contract has. So for example, if we check the method balance of and try to find it here, we see this method with name balance of, and this method has inputs like address and output int 256. This is actually the number of balance. And also we have here the state mutability view. It means this method is a getter. It's the free method. We can call it without any signing and it will be free. If we check another method, for example, transfer, here also you can see the view. It means it's just getter and free. This is transfer. Transfer is not free. So if we try to find the transfer method here, you can see the input, the name firstly, okay, transfer, and then input, address, and how much we want to send. And output will be Boolean, just true, false. And that's it. Also we have events here. So why we need to have this object? It will help us to understand what we have inside the contract, and it will help the Web3.js to understand what is free method, what is not free. So what I suggest to do. Firstly, to convert your ABI to TypeScript code. It will help to TypeScript to understand the types. That is why let's create the new file and call it ABI.js. Export this. Okay, const ABI, and I want to set this as const. In this case, TypeScript will understand it will not change and set correct types for each value, for each option. So, and let's export ABI, export default, the default ABI. That's it. So ABI as a TypeScript, and also we can add here the bytecode. Okay, and we'll export like ABI and bytecode. Okay, like this. That's it. So the next step is deploying.